So it's time for another replay commentary, and well, this time I'm going for one of my games once again versus HLA. This game was streamed, I guess only from my Wii U. I'm not sure if HLA streamed this game as well. I'm sure that he streamed this day as well, but I'm not that sure if he streamed this game. Anyways, we have me starting in Brown playing the Undead player, and we have HLA, unfortunately, playing Org in this game. I would rather see him playing Undead, especially versus me, because I feel quite confident versus his main race, which is Undead, of course. And well, yeah. The thing is that whenever he plays me, he chooses to play another race, because Mirror is not his best matchup, and well, I don't really struggle in Mirror, so I guess choosing for another race for him seems to be a bit better than playing in Mirror. But well, Mirror can be definitely too random most of the time. But well, Undead Mirror, it's Undead Mirror. Yeah, so top right, HLA starting in light blue, and me starting in the bottom left position on Last Refuge. As you can see, I'm starting with a Crypt Graveyard build order here, which means that I'm definitely going for Fiends later on. Late hero, which is really important. And I remember that I streamed this game and streamed a lot of games, or at least a few games before this one here, and choose ghouls versus any orc. But that was because of I've never really had Last Refuge in this game. Last Refuge is definitely an anti-ghoul map in my opinion. I can really show you easily why that is so. This creep spot is not really the easiest to creep with ghouls. First of all, this one is rather easy to take, and this one, but then again we have this creep spot here, which is really retarded with ghouls. This one is really stupid with ghouls. As you can see, it has a really small entry here to get in there. Ghouls most likely block themselves, like as well, like this one. This one is also not really easy to take, and well, but of course you can creep all of them with ghouls. This is not really the biggest problem, first of all. But well, if we take a close look on Last Refuge itself, you can see that most of the room that you actually have there is so close. Like, it makes more sense to go Fiends here, play some hit and run, even with Worms or Nova or Impel. These spells actually work pretty fine here on this map, because the room that you actually have here is so close, so small. So hit and run is definitely a great choice here to play, and you cannot play hit and run with ghouls, right? So going Fiends is definitely a better pickup here in my opinion. HLA starting with this tier 2 tech, I'm not even teching yet, because I'll decide to go for a 23 tech supply Fiends. So I remember that a few people actually choose 20 supply tech over 23, which means that their lich will be out a bit faster, which is also more important nowadays versus orc. I mean, the matchup changed a lot back compared to now, and compared to back then. So if most of you guys followed Orc vs Undead games, they will probably have seen so far that a lot of Undeads back then tried to, or did even 26 or even 29 supply tech masked Fiends, and then went to tier 2. But in the end, they got really butt hurt pretty bad, because their lich came way too late, since there was no frost armor available in tier 2 fights. So people rather decide to take at 20 supply or even 23, getting a third ghoul as soon as possible, because you definitely need the extra wood income, and just to get a fast tier 3, a second hero, and a slaughterhouse at the same time. Yeah, well, this was definitely a terrible position that I was here in right now. Last Refuge just gives you one great spot that you can actually creep versus Orc, which is the green one, first of all. But well, after that, playing versus any aggressive Orc, it just gets hard to get level 2 already, and this is yeah, really horrible. As you can see, And like I mentioned before, HLA is not playing his main race, but it does not really mean that he's bad with any other race. His orc is still great, first of all, and the second point is that he's playing versus Undead, and being good versus Undead doesn't really take much in my opinion. People still claim or say that Undead is definitely one of the best races in their opinion, and well, I don't really agree to that, because I know Ted won the WCG a few months ago, like half a year now, but well, that was also due to mistakes by Fly that she made. He played more robot than Ted actually did. And yeah, well, let's get back into the game. HLA, of course, trying to creep check me here on the Goblin Merchant, and if you guys wonder why I just bought a Sacrificial Skull, nice steal here by the way from HLA, but why did I purchase a Sacrificial Skull? It's really simple, because you get the extra movement speed first of all, extra regeneration once you reach level 2 because of the Unholy Aura, which is really important. So I sit on 5 Fiends already. He's of course trying to get the Ogre Major, but so far it looks really good for me. But now I made a really bad movement here. I'm blocking myself with 2 skeletons. My Death Knight is not even able to get to the Ogre Magi, and I could have been even lucky and maybe surround his Blade Master, but as you can see, he just got the item. I'm not sure if he also got the creep. I don't think so. But well, I got the creep. He got the item. What could be better than getting an item and also stealing the item at the same time? His Blade Master is still level 2. He found one of Mana Sling, and yeah, I could have been able to surround his Blade Master maybe and kill him, because he was sitting on 25 mana and had no TP left. But due to the Wind of Mana Sling that he stole there from my spot, it was really easy to get out of there. Tier 3, really fast tier 3 here for HLA already. This tier 3 is way faster than mine actually. I just started with my Lich with my Burrow upgrade. Burrow just completed, and with them Slaughterhouse at the same time. I did not even start it yet with my tier 3 tech, which HLA actually does, and this is a really greedy style in my opinion, because once you reach level 3 with your Death Knight, you can easily go to the Orc base and just push the Orc out, because TC just stays on level 1 at this time. You have Burrow ready, you can just push if you want, but well, also tier 3, a fast tier 3 can be also good for an Orc player, because Orb most of the time just rocks and souls most of the time in fights anyways, especially with Frost Armor. So fast Orb might be a great counter to Frost Armor anyways, once you push. Yeah, the reason why I just typed what the fuck here was also because Mud Golem somehow started to cast slow on my units for no reason. I never really went on this for this spot here. I never really attacked any of those creeps, but well, creeps on Last Refuge are really aggressive, and I don't really like the map so much. At least versus Night Elf. Versus Orc it's actually fine, but well, like I mentioned before, getting a fast level 2 is really ridiculous hard here versus any aggressive Orc player. So I also decided to creep my laboratory here in this case, because as you can see, once I would leave my base, HLA might try to creep check me once again, and I don't really want to end up with 0 creep spots right next to my main, because he could have stolen the Goblin Laboratory as well, so this would have been probably a pretty bad decision depending on what creep spot I would have chosen for over. Yeah, so he has really 2 low grunts here in this case, almost a level 3 TC though. My skeleton just scouts this just army. I barely made it to attack and cancel the TC because of Ensnare, but then I was successful with that, cancelling healing self for once, but then he just uses on his TC again. But well, 2 grunts are really damaged here, and he's just wasting time. My tier 3 tech is done, and he's going for his Goblin Merchant now. I'm not sure if he lost the grunt there, because in this fight I just noticed he had 3 grunts later on. So either way, something happened here at this point. It seems like he's losing one of his grunts. He will lose one of his grunts, I guess. Oh, yep, he just lost one of his grunts, and even the second one could die here, and that would be pretty great for me. So not really paying attention here. And he just found Wind of Mana Stealing once again. His Blade Master is in Windwalk. currently sitting right next to him, and his TC just bought an item, but well, as you can see, he just paid way too much time for his Torn Chieftain instead of stealing the Rock Golem, but now he just goes on the statue which got ensnared. I'm using Frost Armor, but he's purging a lot here in this case, and there we go with 2 Raiders. My statue is in a really bad position, standing here around on the bottom, which should not happen, and right after the Windwork he just purges my my statue again. And well, nice Frost Armor and Coil in the last time, but well, he's just finishing off my units. This Raider gets ensnared though. Nice stomp once again. His TC still has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability left, which he just used now. He still has 1 more stomp left, and with WaN of Mana Ceiling he could use 1 more, actually losing an Headhunter. Now his Blade Master is focusing my Lich. But well, as you can see, 4 skeletons seem to clean up a lot of here in this fight. Even the Troll Trapper just finished the grunt. Now he's losing a 2nd Headhunter, so this was not the best. This was definitely not the best creep check here for HLA in this case. Losing so many units, like 3 grunts or 2-3 grunts, and even 2-3 Headhunter plus a Raider, I guess, I'm not sure. So this was definitely not a great trade versus only 2 Fiends, losing way more units than I actually lost in this fight. His Blade Master is level 3 already, so he has the level 2 Windwalk available. He has reinforced defensive upgrade, so fortified upgrade. And I cancelled my Crypt Lord because I never had the time to get into the middle of the map, but now I picked the Dark Ranger over Crypt Lord, which is really simple and understandable. I mean, silence is way more important than Impale versus him. Also using silence on the heroes now, but well, he just got the Book of the Dead, and if he just ensnares my statue, you could easily win this fight now by using ensnare all the time on my statue, focusing and going all in on my Lich now here. But my Death Knight is available, still well, able to call my Lich, and his purge just came in time. As you can see, he's purging all the single time, killing my Lich now, but I just found Ankh of Reincarnation and gave it to my Lich, so my Lich will be revived in just a few seconds into this fight. And as you can see, he still has almost 100 mana left. Coil Frost Armor coming up on a Fiend. He's just chasing my Lich once again, and again he's just going all in on my Lich and purging at the same time. Silence coming up probably pretty much soon, yes, but he has no mana even left. Crits like pretty sick here on my Lich, and yeah, HLA types GG's. So as you can see, it was really a dumb move here to go all in on the Lich when he has a lot of Frost Armor plus even an Ankh of Reincarnation available. 2 skeletons are still busy here with Headhunter because skeletons deal additional damage to melee armor, medium armor Headhunter. As you can see, medium armor takes extra damage for normal, and skeleton does normal damage, so you'd rather send a lot of skeletons back to the Headhunter. Yeah, what was the mistake here that HLA did in that fight? Well, he did not really ensnare my statue when he found the Book of the Dead. With Book of the Dead, he could easily have won this fight, in my opinion, because I just was sitting on 1 statue. So just make sure you ensnare the statue all the time. But well, people most likely go over hero focus, so they rather use one of their ensnare on a Lich so he cannot move. But well, with the Coil with Frost Armor plus Ankh of Reincarnation, that was a pretty bad idea. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the replay commentary. If there's anything to improve, let me know, and just write it in the comments.